With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America? On ships, right? So did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? Who went into slavery on ships, brother? That's right.
Crazy.
For yourself, know perfectly that the day of the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. What? As a thief in the night.
Thief in the night.
Right.
The Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is gonna come back. Right. Nobody knows.
This the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Right? The wisdom of the Lord, man, right? And the wisdom of life is more moving than any emotion, man, right? And that's what the Lord has given us to speak to our people, man. Right? And that thing is gonna move you more than anything, man. Right? It's gonna move you more than damn weed. Right? It's gonna move you more than that damn Hennessy bottle. Right? It's gonna sit there and move you more than damn Keisha, Letitia, right? And all these damn heathenistic women, man. Right?
Oh, you're going crazy.
Africanus, he conquered Africa, right? And then it became Africa after him. Then he just said America. That comes from the name Amerigo Vespucci. He was what, a German map maker?
Italian.
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 I keep saying German. But Italian map maker. Okay? None of these men fit the description of you, brother. None of them men come anywhere near who we really are as the people. So why are we going by, or why are we calling ourselves these different names that don't really apply to us at all, man? You got to think about it. We let another nation of people determine what our nationality is. Now, the term came from Jesse Jackson. Okay, he coined the term. Yes, he coined that term back in 1986. Okay, he coined the term African American. Ever since then, we've been calling ourselves African American.
All right.
All right. Before then, we was black. Before then, we were Negroes, niggers, I'm sorry, I'm about to say spicks. Colors. Okay. Spooks, bugaboos, and everything else under the sun. We the only group of people where our nationality will change every decade or so.
Right.
And we go by something else. Brother, are you really an African American? No. No, you're not. You're Israelites. Y'all
right.
Israelites according to the Bible. All right, let's get them Galatians 4:26. This is your homeland. It's not Africa. They just found you in Africa. That don't mean you're African. Say it again, brother. Absolutely. And some of our people, those melanated brothers that believe that they African American.
See how they was laughing?
They laughing. They laughing at us. Why? Because like fools, we allowed them to determine who we are as a people.
Right.
We gave them that ability over us. So yeah, they gonna laugh at us. But now, brother, you got an opportunity to learn who you are today. You too, brother. You got the opportunity to learn who you are today. And they can no longer control us the way that they in the way that they used to. Bring that out, King.
The book of Galatians chapter 4, verse 26.
Bring it out.
But Jerusalem.
Say what?
But Jerusalem.
Okay.
Which is above is free, which is the mother of us all.
That is the motherland. That's that motherland, man. It was never Africa. No, it was Jerusalem. That's where our people came from. All right, our people was trying to get away from the Romans, man. Them same white devils.
Right.
We was trying to get away from them, man. We fled captivity multiple times, but namely 70 AD. Found ourselves where? In Ghana, trying to build a whole empire. We had to get away. We had to get out of Ghana. Found ourselves in West Africa, all along Western and Central Africa. Then what happened, man? The European man came shortly after that. You got the Muslims on one hand. They forcing you to be Islam. They forcing you to be Muslim or die. Then you got the European man on the other hand, so we getting hunted, right? After that, what happened? Our people were brought here to America, right? You know American history, right?
Yeah, for the most part, I ain't like history class.
All praise. Well, you know, that's because of the man who controls the narrative of the history that you learn.
Right.
It's his story.
Right.
Right? So look, check this out real quick. How did our people get here to America in the first place? Now, we already established that some of our people are already here. That's a fact. Right? But how did the majority of the ones that they call Africans make it here to America, bro? By boat, by ship, right? I'm going to show you something in my Bible. It might blow your mind, King. Give them 28 and 68 real quick.
It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now, Egypt as a word, it has a meaning. It means bondage, slavery, or Mizraim, meaning between two straits. Basically, a rock, between a rock and a hard place. All right, you're getting squeezed.
Kind of like America right now.
That's America right now. Hey, this brother is intelligent, man. This brother's smart because you're actually living in modern day Egypt.
That's right.
All right, and there's all sorts of evidence and proof to let you know that this place idolizes ancient Egypt.
Right.
Look at the monoliths that they got built in Washington D.C.
Right.
All right, the same way that they have built in Egypt. Pull out a dollar bill. Next time you get a $1 bill, and just look at the back of it, you see what? A pyramid. All right, so it's letting you know it's not really hiding it either.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? This is Egypt. So the Lord is saying, look, I will bring you into Egypt again. That
Right.
means we're going to be brought into a modern day version of Egypt or slavery and bondage. What was the first thing that these people had us doing when they brought us here, brother? Was we sitting and kicking our feet up and drinking lemonade with Master and enjoying the comfortability of life? Hell no. Absolutely. To the point where we have embedded in our DNA so much trauma, right? That it's like you automatically start to flinching or sweating or worrying whenever a white man come around, man.
Right.
Especially if he got a badge on. You got to look over your shoulder and worry if they gonna try to jack you up. But finish that for him, King.
Right.
With ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Let's get Zechariah 11:5.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies,
Right.
For by men and by women,
Right.
and no man shall buy you.
Hey, it's straight up like that. Straight up and down. No man is going to be able to save you from the captivity that the Lord himself has placed you in. That's for a purpose other than the Lord himself. Okay? That means none of these leaders that you know about, Martin Luther King, he couldn't do it. What they do when he found out, when Martin Luther King took his trip over there into Israel, and he found out that we were the Israelites, his next step was to gather his people and bring them back, right? That was the Sermon on the Mount. What happened after that? He was assassinated quickly after that. Right. So you mean to tell me that the whole time Martin Luther King was talking about nonviolence, 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 and then you knock him upside his head, spit all over him, kill his people, that they loved him. But when he got to talking about something real, like us being, him being mistaken and him being wrong by telling us to
Integrate.
Say again. Integrate with these people and be hand in hand with them. What they do, they kill them. So that's letting you know that the Lord is not going to allow anybody to lead us out of this captivity other than himself. He wants that glory. And that glory should be, that's where it belongs. Absolutely. Okay, him being our King, our Lord, and our Savior. All right, did we have some more on that? That was it on that. Give me Zechariah 11:5.
Book of Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5.
Read out.
Whose possessors slay them,
Right.
and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord,
Okay.
for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
Who that sound like, bro? That sound like you getting took to jail or them possibly killing you, right? They'll take them, they might lock them up for a day or two. They'll take them in to go see the judge and sit in the courthouse. And what they doing, they letting them out, man. They saying, hey, he had a justifiable cause.
Pay leave.
So he get that paid leave.
Right.
So he get some vacation time on top of that, some nice therapy.
Hold on, who y'all talking about?
We're talking
Police.
about the so-called white man being able to kill our people whenever they want to and get away with
We
it.
be wrongfully convicted.
Wrongfully convicted.
No, hell, I've been in jail. I just got out.
All praise.
You gotta worry about your own people.
Yeah, you got to worry about your own people. Why? Because that's the way this world has taught us to be and set it up. But we can't trust each other.
That's my
22, you can bring it out.
Your name Isaiah.
All praises.
Your name
Mighty.
Isaiah? All praise. That's mighty. That's mighty for the Spirit. Go ahead and bring that precept out, King. Get that for him, right? So basically, the Bible is telling you everything that our people is going through right now, currently. And the reason why you're going through it, man. It says straight up, look, your possessors, those who have brought you and carried you and placed you in chains, are going to be able to kill you, and they can hold themselves not guilty by way of their own judgment, judicial systems and laws.
Right.
And set themselves free. While you, on the other hand, Jacob, they take you, they lock you up, they throw you in a prison house. You ain't did a damn thing. You see this man running around in the skirt? He's a grown man. There's nobody more perverse and wicked than this man right here.
Definitely got on a skirt.
He's got a damn skirt on, man. They think that's so manly. They know what it is, man. They know what it is. But look, let's continue on with the words of the Lord. Go ahead and bring that precept out here.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 22 to
we reach that.
Bring it out.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Say it again, King.
But
This is a people robbed and spoiled.
We robbed and we spoiled. Now, what does spoil mean? Does spoil mean that they're giving you everything that you can possibly want? No, man. It means that they're ravaging us as a people.
Right.
They're destroying us as a people. They literally robbing you.
That's
You
right.
You work hard as hell. You work in 10, 12-hour graveyard shifts, slave shifts, just to serve. And you're doing nothing other than barely survive. You barely got enough to pay your rent, pay your bills, make sure you eat every day and keep gas in your car. And that's it. You don't have anything else to show for all the labor that you put forth. Okay? How could that be? How happened it, man? How happened it, oh Israel, that you have been brought to such a low estate, man, before your enemies, man? These people that's obviously inferior to you in every way, and they get to rule over you. How is that? Let's find out, man. Get them 28 and 15 real quick. We gonna find out. Go ahead, finish that.
They are all of them snared in holes.
Right.
And they are hidden in
Prison houses.
You hear that? Hid in prison houses, brother. Who else hid in prison houses? Who got the highest ratio for brothers and sisters being incarcerated? Us, man. The blacks, then maybe you got the Latinos.
Hispanics and Latinos.
Hispanics and Latinos, they would be number 2, man. But we definitely number 1. They kind of tuck you away in these prison houses, man, where you don't see the light of day. Was that it on that game? You see that? Absolutely. And I heard a story, man. I heard a horror story about a brother who was locked up. I don't know what city it was in, man. But God rest him and keep his soul, man. The brother got ate alive by bed bugs. He literally was eaten to death by bed bugs. Nobody stopped to maybe treat or help this brother out. He got to the point where he just kind of gave up. They was crawling all over him, just eating them alive, man. This is just some of the example of the conditions, man, that brothers got to live in. You see that? Yeah, man. These were some gang banging bed bugs, bro.
Crazy shit.
They eat them alive, man. That's so. It makes my skin crawl. I feel so bad for the brother, man. And how many of our people is in situations like that? They like really out here bad, man. I'm talking about really hurting out here. These people ain't got a care in the world, man. See these people? They ain't worried about nothing.
Right.
Is he worried about turning the corner and the police stopping him and maybe, you know what I'm saying, jacking him up? Or somebody looking like you? You looked at him sideways? Or you come? You see what I'm saying? He think you looking at him? You see? Do they have that same worry? Hell no. Give them 28 and 54 real quick.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54.
Bring it out.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
You hear that right there? What that sound like, brother? His eye being evil toward his brother. Like you just said it. Well, yeah, that actually does go back to Cain and Abel. But what does that sound like modern day? What's going on today? You was just talking about how you can't even walk down the street without another brother. You trying to look at a sign or something, and another brother thinking you looking at him sideways, or thinking you trying to look at him or something, or look at his girl or something like that. You see what I'm saying? That's what we go through as a people.
Right.
Us hating each other. We don't know why. We just hate each other.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Where else would that have come from? It came from slavery. It came from negative programming of this world. But ultimately, the Lord put this curse upon us.
Right.
All right. But we got to realize why the Lord did that. Did He do it just cause? Give him Amos 3. Give him Amos 3 and start at 1. Start at the top one. I'm gonna show you why.
Bring it out.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3, and verse number 1.
Bring it out.
And it reads, "Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you,
Listen to what I'm saying to you, Israel. Okay.
O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known."
Hear that right there? The Lord saying, look, I brought you out of Egypt. I only knew you. I only dealt with you. That's a father to son relationship. That means the other nations I didn't know any. I'm not dealing with them. I don't know them. I knew you, right? Read on.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquity.
You hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
That's punishment. All these curses that have been placed upon us. Everything that we got to endure, being locked up, okay? Sometimes not even having to do anything. Got to worry about the police jacking you up. Got to worry about your own people jacking you up.
Right.
All right. Living in a world, living in a land that you don't know, that don't belong to you, that you built up for another man. All of these are curses that were placed upon our people because we were given a choice. All right. Let's go over what that choice was, King.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it on.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes,
Brother, give me your
which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Look, the Lord telling you, like, look, if you don't do what I tell you to do, if you don't keep these laws that I gave you to keep, after everything that I just did for you, how I just smoked Pharaoh with all manner of plagues, right? How I led you out of Egypt with a mighty and a stretched forth arm, how I cared for you in the wilderness and fed you angels' bread. If you don't keep these commandments that I gave you, I am going to curse you. What's a curse, brother? What do you know about a curse? What is a curse? Is a curse something good? When somebody put a curse on you, is something good happening behind that? Right. You see that? It's a constant stream of bad, evil, and negative events. Okay? That's what a curse is.
Right.
So that's what the Lord promised to do to the Israelites. Okay? Say again. Not only that, we forgot the Lord, and we forgot to keep his commandments. Brother, give me Judges 2 and 10 real quick. Let me show you that. There was a whole generation. Okay, you had the Lord. He led us out of Egypt, right? He led us out. He gave us the commandments. We promised to keep those commandments, okay, throughout our generations. After that generation died away, you had their children, right? What did their children do? Read that.
Book of Judges, chapter 2, verse 10.
Bring it on.
Also, all that generation were gathered unto their fathers.
Okay.
And there arose another generation after them, which knew not the Lord, nor yet the works which he had done for Israel.
See that?
I think if it is split the page down.
Verse 11. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord and served Baal.
See that?
And
we
they
decided we wasn't going to keep the commandments of our forefathers, right? That we was going to go and do our own thing and pray to a God that we fashioned for ourselves, made out of damn gold. A damn bull, had the head of a bull. Baal. Look him up on the internet. Baal is spelled B-A-A-L. This was a pagan god that we created and started worshiping, sacrificing our own children to. Burning our own babies on the altar before Baal. See that?
That sounds like, I don't know if y'all familiar with the strategy. That sounds like
Taurus, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. It's the bull, right? You should see some pictures pop up. Hey, brother, you're an Israelite according to the Bible. You guys chosen people. All right? That's what we was praying to. That's the God that we made for ourselves in the wilderness. We decided we was going to do our own thing. Okay? And not keep the commandments of the Most High. So what happened to us?
So, I think Baal is the goat, and Molech is the bull.
You're right. Molech is the bull, and Baal would be the goat head.
Yeah.
What's that right there? Let me see, King. That's him right there.
Yeah. In the Greek, they said that was like, they said Taurus was represented by white people.
See that? Yeah. All these things tying together. All of the stuff you see with the zodiacs, the ancient Greek mythology. All right, it's all tied and linked to heavy paganism.
Right.
Heavy paganism and idol worship, which the Lord commanded our people to stay away from. All right, you can worship the God of all heaven and earth, who created all things, but yet you would rather worship and serve a God that you created with your own hands, that cannot breathe, cannot speak, cannot wipe your tears away, cannot mend your broken heart, cannot feed you, take care of your children, or do anything else for you. You would bow to that? It's you know what? The same way we bow to the dollar bill today.
Right.
The same way we bow to a wooden cross.
Mighty point.
Right? This is the same way. It's the same idol. Who else on earth is going to worship the idol or the image of the very image of the thing that they crucified and murdered your Messiah on, and wear it upon your neck and get it tattooed on your arm? That's madness, right? Get them Deuteronomy 28 and 62 real quick. The Lord also prophesied that you would be here in this land praying to idols made with wood and stone. That's the cobblestone that you got in Mecca. That's the damn wooden cross that we all pray and bow down to. Go ahead, King.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 62.
Bring it out.
And ye shall be left few in number, whereas ye were as the stars of heaven for multitude.
Okay.
Because thou wouldest not obey the voice of the Lord thy God. Verse 64.
Will be scattered all over the world to the four winds, man. What other nation of people that's scattered everywhere? Okay? I'm just laying down the facts for you and proving it to you that look, this Bible, this book right here, ain't no joke, man. Ain't nothing to play with. And you know what else? This is your book, brother.
Right.
This book belongs to you. This is your heritage, man. This is everything you need to know. Every answer that you have, or every question that you got about life, can be answered through this book. It's not a religious book at all.
Right.
These different man-made religions, they just cling and they attach themselves to the Bible like parasites.
Right.
Okay? But this your book. This law is what you use to do what? To govern the nations. To rule with a rod of iron. Brother, you would be an Israelite, brother, so this is for you too. Okay? Give me that Sirach 17:11 real quick.
Book of Sirach, chapter 17, verse number 11.
Bring it out.
Beside this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for a heritage.
For your heritage. For your history. So you can look back and read it and know where your forefathers came from. Get Job 88 real quick. We finna get into some commandments. Give me Job 88 real quick.
The book of Job, chapter 8, verse 8.
Bring it out.
For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
Inquire about the former age. Prepare yourself towards the search of your fathers. Your forefathers went on this same spiritual journey, brother. That's right. And the Lord was waiting for them at the end of it. He waiting for you. You think he led you out of all of the hell that you went through? That was hell on earth, having to be in this damn Edomites jail system, to have to deal with his prison system. That's hell on earth.
Right.
Right. Okay? So if he can drag you, if he can pull you out of that, it was for a purpose, bro. It was for a reason. All right? Go ahead, bring that up.
30
Did you
minutes.
finish that? Go ahead. Let me see that.
Job 8, verse 9. For we are but of yesterday, and know nothing, because our days upon earth are a shadow.
Right?
Shall not they teach thee, and tell thee, and utter words out of their heart? Can the rush grow up without mire? Can the flag grow without water? While yet it is in his greenness, and not cut down, and withereth before any other herb.
Right.
So are the paths of all that forget Yahweh, and the hypocrite's hope shall perish.
All right. So just like a herb that needs to be watered and cannot live without that water, you cannot live without the word of the Lord.
Right.
You can't go forward. You cannot grow without this word. This word is a living water. It's meant to nourish you, to nourish your spirit and allow you to grow spiritually, man. Think about how bad you'll be knowing having these laws, man. Think about that. Think about the threat in which you would become to this nation, man, to this world. All right? They don't want you keeping these laws. They told you it was 10 commandments.
Right.
And all you got to do is keep them 10 commandments and say, look, I believe in Jesus, and that's it. You good.
Madness.
But that's not the case, brother. And we found it out in these last days. Get them that real quick. I'm going to get ready to pass it to the next speaker. Give me room 2 and 30. I'm going to end on that.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 7.
Bring it out.
Now, remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy fathers, and he will show thee. And thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Right.
When the Most High divided the nations to their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Right. That's right. He set the bounds of the people. That means he set nation to deal with its own nation. He did not mean for everybody to come together. We got to remember the days of old, man. Remember the ways of your forefathers, man. Remember the ways of your people that came before you, man. Remember how they stood boldly for these laws, man. It was men throughout these scriptures that gave their life to keep these commandments. Who fought valiantly to keep these commandments, brother. That's what we got to come back to in these last days. Get
right.
It real quick, I'm ready to pass.
The book of Baruch, chapter 2, verse 30.
Bring it on.
For I knew that they were not hear me.
Right.
Because it is a stiff-necked people.
We know our people. We come out here every week. We know it's going to be 9 times out of 10. Out of every 10 brother that we come across, we might get one to stop. Okay, and actually listen to the words of the Lord. But read on.
But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
In the land of your captivity, this Egypt, Babylon, you're going to remember who you are as an Israelite, brother. Now say it with me. You are a Israelite.
You trying to hold us?
Right? You are Israelite according to the Bible. You God's chosen people. All right, brother, you would be an Israelite according to the Bible. You are God's chosen people. You are king on this earth. All right? They want to try to take your crown from you. With that, I'm going to pass it to the next mighty speaker. We're going to get y'all some commandments, brother. I'm going to say, pour me a shot.
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 What's your name, King? Isaiah? Okay, now Isaiah. What's your nationality? You're Israelite. How do you know that, King? Because the brother brought it out mighty to the spirit, but how you know you're Israelite? Huh? The word, right? But out of the word, how would you know? I was going to say, brother, you're not an Israelite. How would you prove it? How would you stand on your own team? To prove to somebody that you're an Israelite, huh? Open up the word. So let's open up the word. Right? Let me get the book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 15 right here. This is how you know you're an Israelite. But the brother said we in the land of our captivity. Let me get Baruch 3, verse 10.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass.
He said, it shall come to pass.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
All his what?
All his commandments.
All his commandments.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
And what?
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Are we living in a time of the curses, brother? Are we cursed as a nation of people? Right? Are these people right here cursed? The Jewish man? Or are these people that runs the world? Right here.
For tomorrow.
The Jewish man. Are these people cursed? Because they're the ones that say that they the real Jews. But they're Jewish.
You know how to get it started?
They said, what do
You know how to
ish
get it
mean?
started?
They do a lot of weird stuff.
They do. They're weird. They're weird people.
Very
Where are
weird
the
people.
chosen people? What do the word, the subject ish mean? Ish. If I say child ish, are you a child?
You like hot
acting
chocolate?
like?
Right.
Who are they
Hot
acting
chocolate?
like?
Yeah.
Who's the real Jews? Who's the people cursed as a nation of people? Who got bought
Bring it out,
here
King.
to their land that's on slave ship? By force. Who? Who got bought here by the way of slave ships? We did. So are we cursed? Right, brother. So that's how you know, because that's how you can identify who the real children of Israel is, because he's cursing in Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28. Right? Bring it up.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 46.
Bring it out.
And thou shalt be upon thee for a sign.
Wait, what?
For a
a
sign.
How do you know that's disrespect right there? How do we know that that's disrespect? It said what? It's a sign, right? Read.
And for a wonder.
It's for a what?
And for a wonder.
Right?
And upon thy seed forever.
For what?
Forever.
So that's how we can identify who is who according to the Bible, according to the word, as you would say, brother. Right? So what's your nationality? And how do you know? Through the what? How do you know you're an Israelite? Through the what? Through the word, but through the curses in Deuteronomy 28 and 68. But really, Deuteronomy 28, but I'm about to get 68 for you right quick. I'm about to further prove to you how you're an Israelite. What's your nationality, King?
Nationality, I'm a Kenyan.
Huh?
From Kenya, East Africa. And that's where they...
You say you're what?
From Kenya, East Africa.
Okay.
That's where all the stories are.
Okay. I'm going to deal with him, and I'm going to deal with you. Just bring it up.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord...
This too, brother.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Now, Egypt, which means, that's the brother broke it down to you. Do you know what it means? Do you remember what he said? Egypt. Yeah. I praise to the Most High. He said, he got stuck between a rock and a hard place. Our people was what? We was what? We was building up Pharaoh's, or what you call them?
Pyramids.
We was doing that.
This was just for the
Nah, brother. You talking about something Nimrod. No. You talking about the Tower of Babel? Then what you talking about? Yeah, you probably talking about the Tower of Babel. No. Who put up America? We did. And the same people who built up America, the forefathers, built up Egypt. Right? So, brother, that's how you can identify who the real children of Israel is. Right? Bring this out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Slavery.
Again.
He said again. Have we ever been back to the land that's Israel? That's the next one. No. So why did he say again? Huh? Bring it up from the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Slavery.
Again. With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With ships. Now how did we get to this landmass today? With what? With boats. That's it. The 1619 slave trade is in the Bible, brother. It's right in your face. Right? All these different things is in the Bible. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the only one who can say they went to slavery by the way of by force, by the way of ships, brother. Right? You with me, King? So keep reading.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Buy you, which means redeemed. Have you ever been redeemed at this captivity as a nation? Right? Because who's going to come redeem us? John 3 verse 16. Right? This is the person who's going to come redeem us out of this captivity, brother. Right?
Book of St. John, chapter 3, and verse number 16.
Bring it out.
This is your redeemer, brother. This is what you got to follow in these last days.
And it reads, for God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten son.
His only what?
His only begotten son.
Yahweh shall the righteous. What's that in and called Jesus Christ? Read.
That whosoever believe on him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
What?
But have everlasting life.
Now, I'm about to read what he said again in Matthew 19 verse 16. Because don't you want everlasting life? How do you receive that, brother? Through him. But what did he do on this earth? To his perfection. What? All praise to the Most High. Bring it out, King.
Matthew 19 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
And it reads, and behold, one came and said unto him, good master, what good thing shall I do, that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, why callest thou me good?
There's none good but one.
That is God. But if thou wilt enter into life,
keep the commandments.
Keep the what?
Keep the commandments.
Keep the what?
Keep the commandments.
That's the only reason why devils rule over us today. Since we didn't keep the commandments.
That's right.
That's why the Most High gave them power to do these.
Bring it out.
To whip us. To take us and put us in slavery, brother. Don't you want to be free, brother? Right? Like, we still in slavery today. We screaming no justice, no peace. We want justice. We want to be free. Free, brother. How do we be free? Through God's commandments.
That's right.
Now, do you know any of God's commandments right quick, or do you have to go? Can I give you 3 commandments before you leave?
Yeah, I pretty much know them, but I mean, get the first one.
Okay, tell me the commandments you know.
Leviticus 21:5.
Yeah, right.
21:5.
Okay, but this 10, man, really, you said the rest of them, brother, there's 613 laws that you put us throughout this whole Bible that we got to keep outside of the 10, right? Because in the 10 it don't say that we can lay down with an animal. So can I lay down with an animal? That's sick, right? But that's in the Bible. Now we can't do that, but it's not in the 10.
Right.
It's outside of the 10.
right.
Right, brother? So I'm about to give you 3 outside of the 10 that you need to get everlasting life. And you have to do what? Let me get Psalms 25 verse 2. Once I give you these things, this is what you have to do as a king. Because you're not just a black man or African American walking on this earth. You're an Israelite, right? And that comes with responsibility, but you gotta be responsible as an Israelite. You can't move like a savage, brother.
Book of Psalms chapter 25 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Oh my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed.
Proverbs 25:2.
There we go. What's it? Proverbs. It's like a proverb. This is what you gotta do, brother.
Always on the cut.
Book of Proverbs chapter 25 and verse 2.
No.
Con. It is the glory of God to conceal all things, but the honor of kings.
The honor of what?
The honor of kings.
What you a king, brother? What you gotta do, brother? Read.
is to search out a matter.
To what?
To search out a matter.
I'm gonna give you 3 commandments, brother. Now it's up to you to search out the whole matter. To search out the other 613 commandments, right? Well, it'll be 600, so I'm about to give you 3. Right? So it's up to you if you want everlasting life. If you want to get saved out of the end of the world, because that's the time we live in, it's the end of the world. That's why you see people down there, Palestinians down there, doing all these different things, right? Because the Lord is ripping these different spirits up, right? Making the end of the world come to naught.
Right.
So don't you want to be saved, brother? Truly, brother? Well, this is what you got to do. Do you eat pork?
No, I'm a sir.
I'll praise to the Most High. Nikki Francis. You got it.
I had
Oh, you got it. You got it.
This is Leviticus chapter 19 and verse number 27.
Bring it on.
And it reads, "Thou shalt, ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
Come.
You shall not make cutting in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you."
So, brother, the post to beard, right?
Huh?
The post to beard.
Yeah, come.
All right,
So
come.
we supposed to brother out?
Yeah, brother. Because let me get, what's that, 2 Samuel 10 verse 5? I think that's what I want.
With David,
yes, but you have to grow your beard out, but that's to show your manly dignity, right? What do male lions have and female lions don't have? They have a what? Hey, but that's
Right.
to show you a man. When you finna get a job in this corporation, they make you cut you. For what? Because like you say, hey little boy.
Right.
Come here, little boy. Nah, but they see that beard, they're like, nah, I can't mess with him.
He's intimidating.
He's a what?
He's too aggressive.
He's too aggressive. I'm not messing with that man. But if you got that thing cut, come here, little boy. Let me talk to you right here. Bring it up.
When I ain't even got much of a beard. When I be walking, my people just be moving out the way. Yeah, I just so broad. I be looking like a man.
I think it's the fro. No.
Right? So yeah, brother, so bring this up, King.
This is 2 Samuel chapter 10, verse number 5.
Bring it on.
When they told, verse 4, Salaki, verse 4. "Wherefore Hanun took David's servants and shaved off the one half of their beards."
So they shaved off one half of the servant's beard. Listen to King. Yeah, and let's see what King David said.
"And cut off their garments in the middle, even to their buttocks,
right?
And sent them away."
And what?
And sent them away.
Read.
"When they told it unto David, he said to meet them, because the men were greatly ashamed."
Ashamed. They was ashamed because their beard was cut, brother.
Lost their dignity.
Right. They lost their what?
They lost their dignity.
They lost their dignity, brother. You don't want to lose your dignity by cutting your beard, brother. You want to let these Edomites,
right,
Hamites know that you're a man and you standing on being a who? A man that's a what? A God, but what's God's chosen people name? Israel.
Right.
You gotta let these people know that you're an Israelite, brother. If you cut your beard, they're like, no, ain't no Israel. That's a black man. Right. That's an African American, right? Your power is you taking your power away from your God, right? Because the Lord. Let me get the book of John 9 verse 31. Where can you read?
God.
John 9 verse 31.
He sent to meet them because the men were greatly ashamed.
What?
The men were greatly ashamed.
Right?
And the king said, "Tarry at Jericho."
Tarry at what?
Tarry at Jericho.
I mean, he told the men to tarry at Jericho. I don't want to be around you, brother. You don't want the Lord to tell you to tarry somewhere else when he come back, because you're gonna ultimately get destroyed, brother.
Right.
You want to get saved, brother. So what do you have to do as an Israelite? Grow your wood out, brother.
That's right, brother.
That's right.
You gotta do it, brother. Now the Lord is recording the things you say, brother. Right, you probably got your little face covered for the shorties, brother. But hey, brother, this is the way. You have to walk in living in the last days.
Time.
Right? Let me get the book of Deuteronomy 23, verse 23. Right?
Book of John, chapter 9 and verse 31.
Bring it on.
Now we know that God hears not sinners.
Hears not what?
Hears not sinners.
Brother, God don't hear sinners. So if you praying all these things, brother, He's not gonna hear your supplication if you don't have a beard in your face. Because that's a sin according to the Bible, brother. So you have to grow your beard and you can't eat pork. Right? Even though you're ready to, you can't eat pork. So pass the message. And you gotta eat fish that has fins and scales. Fish. Yeah, you gotta eat fish that has fins and scales. I'm just gonna let you know, just in case you start to eat meat again, brother. These things that you have to do to keep the commandments to get everlasting life. Right? Read.
But if any man be a worshiper of Yahweh,
That's me.
Okay.
Deuteronomy 23 and verse 23.
Bring it on.
And it reads, "That which is gone out of thy lips."
That is what?
That which is gone out of thy lips.
Coming out your lips, brother. Because you said you was gonna grow that beard, right?
Try.
You gonna try, brother. Do you really want the kingdom of heaven? Because the Lord is coming back, King. These things is coming to pass. Everything the Lord wrote about is coming to pass, but you want to get destroyed for not having a fear in your face, brother. You don't want that to be the thing to have you get destroyed by nuclear fire or whatever the Most High sees fit.
Right.
I'm giving you life, brother. You cannot choose death. Right, Isaiah? Bring it out.
That which is gone out of thy lips, thou shalt keep and perform.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt keep and perform.
You have to perform these things, brother. Once these come out your lips, you have to perform them. You can't say one thing and do the total opposite. The Lord will get up with you for that, brother.
Right.
So Isaiah, you have the word here. You can't eat pork, right? And you gotta eat fish that have fins and scales. Let me get numbers.
Quick question: do you eat sea moss or anything like that? Seaweed? Okay.
Well, yeah, but that's bring it up. Something wrong with sea moss? Yeah, and he got fins and scales.
It's the book of Leviticus.
You got a point on seaweed? You got a point on that?
Come. Leviticus chapter 11 and verse number 10.
Bring it out.
That's in the waters in the sea, but bring it out.
And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, and of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
What?
An abomination unto you.
Khan, I mean, sea moss is not, it's a living thing in the seas. And so therefore, it doesn't have fins and scales. Though it lives in the seas, you understand, it doesn't have fins and scales, so therefore we can't eat it. Just as a catfish, it will fall into that same category. You understand? So, that's all.
Why you say, but you can't, you gotta put that down, but that's another commandment, brother. Well, I'm gonna bring this out for you.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 37.
Bring it on.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel.
Unto the children of Israel, right?
And bid them that they make them fringes.
That they make them what?
That they make them fringes.
Fringes. What do you see on the bottom of every brother's garment? You got black fringes. You got gold fringes, silver fringes, gold fringes, gold, purple, but this is called fringes, right? Read.
That speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generation.
Are we still generating as a nation of people? Are we still having babies? So don't we still have to wear fringes as being a who? As being a who? Yeah,
that's right, brother.
You're an Israelite, so you have to wear fringes too. Bring it up.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
This is a royal color, brother. In the ancient world, these are royal colors. Anybody couldn't just have these colors, brother. Right? So you have to have a ribbon of blue, but the fringe can be any color. Read.
It shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments.
Remember all the what?
All the commandments.
So, brother, once you got these fringes on, brother, and you at the barber shop, and you finna get your hair cut, brother, and the brother finna touch that fringe on your face, you the Lord make you look down, you like, can't do it. I'm an Israelite. I can't cut my beard off.
Don't do it.
Right? You got to tell your barber that, or whoever do it, or yourself.
Grab the razor.
Kind of grab that thing. Get in there.
Be careful, though.
Right? You don't want to tear your Jericho, brother. Right. You want to keep the commandments as being an Israelite, brother. Right? Read.
And shall look upon it and remember all the commandments.
And remember what?
And remember all the commandments of Yahweh. And do them.
And what?
And do them.
And remember and do them, right? They gonna die. And that was an Edomite.
Right.
You see? Right? Bring this out.
On drugs.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6, verse 32.
Bring it on.
As an Israelite man in these last days, brother, I'm gonna let you leave with this.
My son, if thou wilt.
He said, my son, being a who? I'm gonna keep on saying it before you leave. An Israelite.
My son, if thou wilt hear, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. And if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent.
Is that verse 13?
Oh, 13 selected. I was at 13.
What they say about the mind?
The mind shall be prudent instead of.
Con, I can read it again.
Let's go 6 verse. Yeah, you can read it again.
My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. And if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. Jumping up to verse 13.
This is what you have to do, brother.
Separate thyself from thine
What
enemies.
this brother gotta do?
Separate thyself from thy enemies.
Yes, meaning enemies. You got other nations that's your enemies. You got your so-called white man that may be your enemy. Right? Your own people could be your enemy. But brother, you can be your own enemy. You have to separate yourself from your enemy. Your enemy is pork. Your enemy is cutting your beard, brother. Your enemy is lust, fornication. All this is your enemies. You have to separate yourself from these things if you want everlasting life.
CMOS.
CMOS, that's your enemy, brother. Right? Right, brother? So this will be your enemies, brother. Right, brother? So in these last days, you have to separate yourself from these things if you want everlasting life. But are you willing to do that? Right, let me get Deuteronomy verse 19.
Book of Deuteronomy.
And take heed of thy friends. It says, and take heed of thy friends. Right? And jumping down to verse number 14, the next verse. A faithful friend is a strong defense.
A what?
A faithful friend is a strong defense.
And he that hath found such an one hath found a treasure. Hey, so our faithful friend is the Most High, man.
Right.
Abraham was friends with the Most High,
That's
man.
right.
Noah was friends with the Most High, you understand? So we got to have that faithful friend. And it says also in the Sirach chapter 6, to forsake not an old friend. And that's a friend from our former life, man. You understand?
It's a mighty point, brother. Right, bring this out.
Book of Deuteronomy.
Let me leave with this, brother. A recap.
Chapter 30.
I'm going to give you a recap. So what's your nationality before you leave? You a Hebrew Israelite, brother.
Yeah, for sure. I'm already knowing that.
From what tribe?
I'm not for sure what tribe.
All right, man. Let me get. Is your father so-called Negro descent? He's a Negro, African American so-called. Let me get the book of Hebrews 7 verse 14.
Gone. Book of Hebrews chapter 7 and verse number 14.
Bring it out.
And it reads.
Bring it out, bring it out.
It reads thus.
Bring it out.
For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Out of what?
Out of Judah.
You'll be from the tribe of Judah. You know who else is from Judah? Our Messiah.
Right.
Yahweh Shah. His name's not Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shah.
God.
Which means he saved us. He's come back to save our people out of this captivity.
That's right.
Right? Can you say that with me? Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah. That's his name. You see how
Yahweh Shah.
you see how fluent that is? And that name has power to it. So when you say Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, make sure you kind of have your head uncovered, right? So when you pray, you can't have your head covered, right? Or when you prophesy, right? All these things you don't want to have your head covered when you say these things, right? What the heck you have?
Something 14.
Yeah, break it out one more time.
For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
Right, brother. So your Messiah is from the tribe of Judah. You got the same blood running through your veins.
That's right.
Right? So you a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of what? Judah.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, and verse 19.
Get out.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death.
Life and what?
Life and death.
Brother, death is coming to America. Where that picture is? This right here is getting ramped up.
That's right.
They made a whole movie about nuclear warfare. That's death. You don't want to be part of that death, brother. Putin and the Chinese man said he tired of American stuff, right? He about to let them things go, brother. You don't want to get caught up in that, brother. You want to choose life, brother. And I just gave you what? 3 commandments. Now you got to, as a king, you got to what? What the brother say earlier? Follow me, do what? Apply me what? You got to search out the matter. Right? As being a king, you have to search out the rest of the matter of being a Hebrew Israelite. You don't want to stand on just knowing 3 commandments and really not even doing them, or just knowing the 10. You want to know your history book like the back of your head. Right? This book is what's going to get you saved. This is not just a book that should be at your home that's collecting dust. Right? This book should be in your mind. This is what's going to save you when all hell breaks loose.
Right.
Right? It's going to be the stable, what they say is the
Stability of the times.
Man, Isaiah 33 verse 6, it's going to be the stability of times. Sometimes it's coming.
That's right.
A time like no other.
That's right.
Right? So, brother, read that one more time.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 19 again.
Get out.
I call heaven and earth to record record this day against you.
And the Lord records this day, so on the time of judgment, you can't say I ain't know.
Right. That I have set before you life and death.
Life and death.
Blessings and cursing.
Blessings and what?
Blessings and cursing.
If you really wholeheartedly keep these commandments, you will get blessed. Right, let me get Ecclesiastes 11 verse 1. Right quick. Yep.
Therefore, choose life.
Choose what?
Choose life.
What are you willing to do in these last days? How bad do you really want to see your maker? Do you really want to see him in the air? Do you really want the riches that's promised to you, brother? Yeah. Then what you gotta do? Choose what? Choose the commandments, which is life. Right, brother? Bring this out. Ecclesiastes 11 verse 1. I'm gonna let you I'm gonna leave this.
Cast thy Ecclesiastes 11 and 1. Cast thy bread upon the waters, for thou shalt find it after many days.
So what you put in is what you gonna get out, brother. Right? So you wanna build your works up in these last days as being a Hebrew Israelite. If anything you put in, the Lord gonna reward you for it. But anything you don't put in, if you don't put in no work at all, the Lord's gonna destroy you for that, brother. That's it. Like the brother be saying, right? Bring it up.
Book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
Come. And behold, one came, said unto him.
All right, this is Matthew 19, verse 16.
Kind of. You with us, King? Matthew chapter 19 and verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one.
Who is that, brother? His name is Yahweh. Right, his name is Yahweh. By Shimi Awasaki. Yahweh. Yahweh, which means he exists. He's the only God. That's the true living God. Right. Yahweh, can you say it? Yahweh. And what's his son's name? Yahweh Shah.
There you go, brother.
Yahweh Shah. When you say these names, just make sure you try to have your head uncovered. Read.
There is none good but one. That is Yahweh. But if thou would enter into life,
keep the commandments.
Keep the what?
Keep the commandments.
That's the whole duty of man.
Right.
That's the whole reason why we put up on this earth. That's the whole reason why we're cursed. Because we didn't keep the commandments.
That's right.
Right, so this is what you gotta do in these last days, brother. Brother Isaiah. Show on, man.
Alright, bro.
Alright, brother. Stay safe, brother.
Come on.
Did you get a flyer?
You got one. You got one. Don't lose that.
Take this card.
Yeah. Check out them.
There's some commandments on the back. Make haste to keep the things, King.
Make haste, man.
And then tap in with us too, King.
It's an email address on there too. If you got any questions.
If you got time, stop by. We are here every Friday and Saturday. Friday at 6:30, Saturday at 4:30. Lord willing. Okay. I praise to the Most High.
What's your nationality?
Israelite.
That's right.
That's right, brother.
I'll praise to Most High.
Shalom, King. Right, let me get the book of Joel 2 verse 1.
Book of Joel, chapter 2, verse number 1. Blow ye the trumpet.
Blow you go crazy. Hey, sister, you got 2 minutes for words of the Lord?
The Lord?
Yes, the Lord.
Dos momentos.
Ah, you're going to be an Israelite. God tells the people you got 2 minutes.
Dos minutos.
Can I give you a flyer? Bring it out.
Joel chapter 2 verse 1.
Bring it out!
Blow ye the trumpet.
Blow you the what?
Blow you the trumpet.
That's what we doing, man. We blowing the trumpet, man. We let our people know all these atrocities coming about Mount the Great.
God!
We're trying to let our people know before the Lord come back.
God!
Right? Read.
Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
And sound a what?
And
Sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
That's the alarm going off, right? The end is drawing nigh. It's up to you if you really want to be saved, if you really want it. Right? So, hey.
Satan going to and fro.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh. For it is
One more time.
God. God, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble.
That what?
Let
all the inhabitants of the land tremble.
Read.
For the day of the Lord cometh.
For what?
For the day of the Lord cometh.
And with that, I want to say, Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America? On ships, right? So did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? Who went into slavery on ships, brother? That's right.
Crazy.
For yourself, know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall coming as a thief in the night.
What?
As a thief in the night.
Thief in the night.
Right.
The Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is gonna come back. Right. Nobody knows.
This the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Right? The wisdom of the Lord, man, right? And the wisdom of life is more moving than any emotion, man, right? And that's what the Lord has given us to speak to our people, man, right? And that thing is gonna move you more than anything, man, right? It's gonna move you more than damn weed, right? It's gonna move you more than that damn Hennessy bottle, right? It's gonna sit there and move you more than damn Keisha, Letitia, right? And all these damn heathenistic women, man.
Right.
Oh, you're going crazy.